Kotoko versus Doma Aduana Football Club. Aduana are qualified via penalty shootout. It will call the quarterfinal stage of the competition. Yakase Aduana edge na quarterfinals. Last season, Kotoko Energy FA Cup no. Afi Kotoko a crash out. The round of 16. They couldn't even make it to the quarterfinals. Say na Kotoko a game na say goalkeeper Muhammad Kamara and a dapo dum. A branch at the team at the Emmanuel Kote started at right back. Joseph Amwa left back. 2 center backs and 5-5. Samba and Enyansu. Number 6. A branch at the team at the Prince Bedu Isco. 8 Hubejau 10. Na a branch at the Walid Fusedi Nema. On the wings, Kotoko a ball. A branch at the team at the Ocean Kotoko wings or the Johnson upon a chassis at one side of the wings. Johnson upon Usu a chassis. Abet Amwa LED lines, and a Morphine Donzo aboard the other side of the wing. Say, and I could go a shake game. As Yanja Adriana Stars, one more answer starting lineup for this game. Adriana as a goalkeeper, Prince Osei. Fantastic display by Prince Osei. 7 3. Okay, Kotoko final kick Amazumba. It Osevi 2 kicks from Asante Kotoko. Kotoko Eshe 2 from 4. And Adriana share 4 from 5. Adriana share 4 from 5. Kotoko share 2 from 4. Osei Prince, I'll check 2 penalties, no. In fact, I know I check 3 penalties. Samba ebo penalty during regulation time. Some penalty no can those who say tians but goalkeeper eye. One more ebo Alex Boache the captain. Raymond Ajimai. Seydou Sana. Emmanuel Mafu. Abrante the Stephen Anoche Bedu. Afe Abubakar Adams. Abrante the Ding. Ade remember Adumako Boating Eshasiye. Sanso Ena Omobo. Already at the Prince. Otubwa, Prince Otubwa. Afe, wamo eshasia abrante dide Salim Uze Bafada. Eso eshe game na se na Benjamin Chivano we any Aduana Football Club. Wamo enso first 11 wamo ede eshe dwedi na se. So the game started with 2 teams we say na one a parade here. Now very early in the first half, Kotoko had a penalty. Kotoko had a penalty. Mpanyinfo se kwazo na bo hina Samba Ndongani Unel Gilbani Kotoko's captain say ono na Kotoko number 1 penalty taker tidie na ngofo busa na Kotoko no time na Albert Amwa ewa Albert Enyankoe no Albert was the number 1 penalty taker. Albert Amwa free Kotoko no the next player will take over the responsibility Samba Ndongani Unel. Now this is the first time a Samba has a penalty. This is the first time. In fact, this season, about penalty, ATR, young apostles, Oboshe. This season, about penalty, team Baba has posted him about penalty. Yeah, in fact, about 3 penalties prior to this one, and Nino Washe. Samba, about penalty, not goalkeeper, the Prince, or say, Ekrem. And I will share a screen, you know. Emma, Donzo Zwamoboni, I thought Donzo should have fired to the other side. But Donzo a boko be a keeper dana and a goalkeeper no and so Sabono Eddie Ifriho. No question say this was going to be the opportunity. Nanka Kotoko Ede Omonsa to Aduana because Kotoko dominated the entire first department of the game. Also about the percentage. Over trying about 65-35 or 70-30. The first half belonged to Asante Kotoko. Aduana Football Club eventually qualified. They were in 6s and 7s. In the first half, na Aduana ehudie wonom eyo wonkra. Etiano said na esi etia yete ehon sem no ede ema yen ahwefo no. The first half of the game virtually belonged to Asante Kotoko. Ena wonom ekose penalty we are. Ama Kotoko and take the lead no. Aduana kept their shape, defended very well, and still kept themselves in the game. No question, Mr. Refia. Ojina game on petty di mami refi no. The mother mono ɛwɔ fam pa. Referee no gyina game no more fam pa. Now luckily he's not going to be the center of discussion because game no travel to penalties. And wako free penalties there young kind of wasem. But referee no more form. I think that now no. First of all, what I observe referee no di ball no ma Kotoko pa. Referee di ball no de ma Asante Kotoko pa. Eti wo game ni bi na ye Aduana supporter. Ube busa questions but say hey di ball pa na referee. The referee was biased in favor of Asante Kotoko. Di ball ni ti Aduana for a lengthy period of the game. In my estimation, in my opinion, but I'm here no. Some Aduana fan, I wouldn't have been happy with referee officiating, you know. Now, utim say as a referee, ne modi mo nyina opese Kotoko ne win game no. Ne modi ne na adwo de ba park no so no. No opese Kotoko na win game no. In the first half, Doma Aduana Stars after Kotoko nya penalty boss here no. One enso enya what looked like a penalty. Now the referee would have none of that. A branch of the thing at Walid Hussein of the play. Now, yes, Kotoko penalty, no. It was clear. It was a penalty. Cross and a by a branch of the try say. Obehead the ball now way. Clearly ball no a ball inside. But player na Aduana defender no clever. A truni wa bobo na check or yada the referee no. Because the niti court said the as or the no. But the referee and assistant referee and they were on hand and a OJ penalty no. But if what you got penalty na Aduana enso enya a penalty. And referee no ignore what should have been a penalty for Aduana Stars. And it was still in the first half. Referee no anje. Ade ba ko so a referee no mode no mani anye ho kra ne say. Em so ye na dwese ball no nse so yi yellow card o said. First half na say Aduana Stars a pick red card and I say yellow card bebre o game. Enti a very bad tackle. Echo Kotoko left back. Joseph Amoaso. In fact, a double foot elsewhere a straight red card. The referee did not even show a yellow card for that offense. I allow my ball no be yeah. Kiti mi unse Kotoko player back so either Samba or another player. So the bad tackle echo Aduana Football Club player back so clearly na game no gidi na intwa a doso el park no so. In fact, second half Ebra branch did Inus Adams Bay no. Another Aduana player echo twa no twatro pa ma moja prama branch. Sanyese referee no ohun se moja baya go anyi card because tackle no kwa wanye foul. Referee wanye foul cry for that bad tackle. But later now umkoshe no ohun se moja prama branch no ne nanim na avo be yellow card. Very 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 poor from the referee. Minim na adwum nam so person manage game no, but you don't manage a game like that. If he had issued early yellow cards and Kabima players no at the tempo na bama yenya game na yepen. Eti that is one observation I made, that the referee no, for me Aduana had in fact 2 penalties. The other one minim if it was inside the penalty box. But Hamzata is slow. Emma na say abetamwa running from Echire na abetamwa ebe tackle. This is it. As I tackled from the outside and it ended in a penalty box. I would love to watch the video from the official and my memory for about production here. Excellent production. Quality pictures and videos from the mind and angles from the mind are better. Aduana in my estimation should have had 2 penalties. We know from Mimi video I mean she debate back as a body inside. Then Dauda Saka benya penalty, clear penalty. Now referee say ignore. Dauda peke ball no erane in fact Aduana player be the advert. Now me players ya twe omo a or twe player under the advert. Owura boss no will be free na chi clattered into him. That should have also been a penalty. Tie bianke 4 penalties by game no ma. A very fair reflection of Mranchana gidi na no mo. Saka Dauda had a penalty. And referee no ignore it. Me sure so ignore because no ignore Aduana Stars 2 clear penalties in T. Now only the moral ideas or Koji Kotoko. Other than that, Saka Dauda, Takana, Aduana player at the corner. So now a clear, me was Aduana bench, no. Omuyam Siom Papa Saka as attacker. Because referee JR, a referee justifies what just happened penalty. The only reason the referee did not give that penalty was the fact that he had ignored 2 previous calls from Aduana. Now, no, so I clear. Nanka between Ama Aduana penalties. Ninano referee ignore. And so the referee, after ignoring 2 clear calls, Timima Aduana penalties. No, me assure say na adwene na adwene ani ni tibua no. Allow no say obeje penalty e ama Asante Kotoko bi. Maybe that is the reason tia one just a penalty and for Asante Kotoko. So a clear sena game na call 0-0. One thing, Aduana minim say a system a coach in fact coach na account. Every incident that will be complaining. Sad and many ho na we no me sure say me can because oh baby I go to derby. If Kotoko had won, I will still say this. I don't understand. In fact, sa attacker na inu se free mo. Aduana go coach ni Chelsea referee so onye foul ma Aduana. The player no into a very bad tackle. It could have been a straight record because of branching the legs not direct. Now Aduana play another form. No person aje foul. But they say brofom. No they say brofom. There was one occasion. I think say Chivano or one boy. Very very. And born ko anya foul. The referee anya foul. No what that form what they say brofom no down ko ha. No awuro ko ha. No awuro ko ha. Oh. Bono ya don't go for him, money eye pleasing kakra. This one I'll call Tapuko and tell him, say, and with him, the answer say, Obi Koye, Aduana Bia, Aduana supporters, be should say, what supporters, you shall say how. Every time you almost Abi. Referee, a coach of Aduana Stars. Bronini. Yeah, Bobo Zarabon go to no chess and motor. No, open up and Sakosro. Na born is the motor. Charlie. And I'm sure you might be different you gave you now it's something that I know on Monday I'll expand it, but very, very poor, very bad. I am not a fan of these things, Debbie. It doesn't matter who is doing it. If my favorite Real Madrid, as animal, I'll come and complain. So coach, you watch a motor. Referee the yellow card, a brain. No, I say complaining. And Michelle coach in Subaina Musa and I reflect your partners in any place in a coach in Ashram Mquas Adian. On Uchawa no other from Northern Zab Brofom. Uchana better from the Zab Brofom. Only the Kotoko 50-50 on the Zab Brofom, the form, oh Rukoha, no Rukoha, no Mudi Refuge. Omo player be out 23B, 10 times it's a be from Van Chabat. Those are Mutino Basabasano. Uchano was our core refuge, no Pijapajana. I don't know if the Aduana Enya, the results they were looking for. It's a knockout game, and the most important thing, a game we will have qualification. The here game we will have qualification. And I know, and Adoma Aduana Football Club, Abeji, if you are Asante Kotoko. So, FA Cup, no, the best team in the FA Cup, the best club in Ghana, about FA Cup, I had to folk, they are out. The second best team in the FA Cup, Asante Kotoko, out. I opened the gate, you know. Go for Casa Mediama for double. Go for Casa Aduana Stars. First time. Aduana in the FA Cup, that. Omaji League, you know. Aduana Omonji FA Cup, that. Aduana open door, na Aduana. And so Ababaji, the FA Cup. Now, prior to this game, I said that Aduana were making arrangements of 1,000 supporters. Baba Sports Stadium. Apart from one better VIP, no. We had green stands, they had hundreds of supporters. 700,000 minim because we knew I'm here. But now be the VIP session. I a game from the VIP. And we share scoreboard area or green stands. You could see Aduana Football Club supporters. When the game was about beginning, yes, sir, there was another bus. Samba, a bimu esi free bus. In fact, an opabaya no chance no soon. Kabiru bet mako mo shaba ho. Anopa be no nso na ye bobo punu nya ni pa e odo ma asem me se na ye ko kuma se akɔhye wo mo. Mo sɔre be se ye nkɔ. Ɛna ampa Doma Aduana Football Club aba wonum abeje qualification no and they go back to Doma. Me catch them, I think a week or so before this game say Aduana a winning game we are players no obia betimi enya more than 3,000 Ghana cedis from the live patron of the club. And the Kokosi mining company no support or sponsor Aduana and individuals are one our Doma crew promises are omodema Aduana na enya sebketwa eti anopai ebra na ewiemu nya ntete kura bebre sabe no so ba no nwotwe no na o ma hyase eboa o mo afiri Doma eti yes they had fans from Abuaso this time Abuaso for no because the last time no accident le kosi eni na nkofo skeptical say ombeba but omo organize a lot of fans from Doma you have videos of omo bobo omo free Doma e de omo nya kirem ewo Kumasi na precisely omaba baba Yara Sports Stadium ababisia kan no we saw most of them wonum ebaye enso ebepie mu and eventually I had this young boy kwa na me pe ne de no yes akura kiti ena wabo Aduana jersey on the photo shadow and afi a channel their body ti no enya agro kra we were a fan of the week. Say GF for the serious akra is that get man award kra. Na my parents be ya mama. So this is the time my me we want to organize no. No mo eboabo mo na omo free Doma abi piem ewo Kumasi and in fact the organization was super and it reflected at the stadium. It will share fans dodoa na wonum egu stands anymore. Na green stands so omo totom omo shijama utim say Aduana eboa no so obeba and in fact one estorme baba Yara Sports Stadium ye pa ya na de efe pa ne say we fan na be tu kwade utim akina de victory eba eza mu tu ka sesi anu madrufie na mu luzu a kwane tenten no enkomodie tenten mu ya mo it this a session of the Aduana fans ewo baba Yara Sports Stadium me say mo picture we anya Doma o we baba Yara Sports Stadium and ye video no ma who say Aduana for stormy Barbara Sports Stadium no and a day sa balloons or colors no green and yellow no at the ebaya and also enya asabketwa. So Doma Aduana stars they came, they saw and they conquered. Kotoko any obi blaming they have to blame themselves. Kotoko ebo first half nyina na Bruni say they were profligate in front of goals, in front of the goal. Born on one translate the football into goals, including missing a penalty. I will not want to subject Samba to discussion here, sir. There be. Messi konzo na boy hina. Obi a on konzo no. Better na hina yeso na akobo no. Aye de ota konzo na dako. E bia na club bi e wo zona no. Na enzo ni bia gugu so. Iti wakosa nzo ni do na pano na bi abofom etina mpanyifo boost abere se konzo na boy hina. But if Kotoko had translated their dominance in the first half into purposeful footballer, na se ka krobia etiminya a goal or two in the first half. Unfortunately, omo enya possession with nothing in the first half. Second half Aduana correcting the mistakes, you know. Emma Aduana ebem ene Kotoko beti gina boy piepia ya afina two teams, you know. Na kwa yesi nyina ye boy nyina ye piepia. But eventually penalty shootout and Asante Kotoko elusu game no. Aduana ball first kick Emma goalkeeper Kamara etching. What a way for your goalkeeper to give you that confidence. Now me catch up with your penny was you can have a very good goalkeeper, but so the players now man sha go see baby. So Oche Alex Boachi the best penalty taker with the team. Goalkeeper Kamara cheni kick no. And a kwampo kube bosse no. Aduana bosse. Then Samba ever bosse. Aduana bosse. Kotoko. Saka Dauda. Ebe bo essay no. Aduana bosse. ɛma abɛtam a bɛbɔ hyɛ ɛna aduana bɔ hyɛ ɛna yɛpɔn yɛkɔtɔkɔ faith cake no na ɛyɛ immaterial because aduana had then scored 4 out of 5 na kɔtɔkɔ ahyɛ 2 out of 4 etu gya kɔtɔkɔ so ɔmo no ɔbɔ hyɛ mpo a ɛbɛkɔ akɔyɛ 4-3 na adeɛ mekae sɛ mmerɛ bi a yɛwɔ kuro ketewa mu akwana a wɔkɔ bɔ laazo ano referee po a wɔsɛ wɔmpene da ɛsɛ ɔbɔ bie na fifa mmara saa tam ne yɛnim fifa wɔsɛ fifa mmara no sɛ ɛyɛ mandatory kicks deɛ sɛ ɔbɔ no deɛ nti referee yɛ no wɔsɛ nti wobɛtwerɛ sɛ bɔ no ayɛ sɛ sɛ no wɔsɛ ayɛ 4-2 no wɔsɛ dabi sɛ yɛbɔ no yɛhyɛ at least ɛbɛba 4-3 animuonyam bɛba mu ɛnti ɔma keeper no mɛdam no ɔnomɔ no deɛ na ɛyɛ mandatory kick enti nokwasɛm no sɛ once that penalty kick ne nsunsuansoɔ no ɛyɛ immaterial insignificant to the results no referee ɛma wɔmmɔ so it ended 4-2 in favour of the away team Aduana Football Club. Congratulations to Aduana and other teams are one are making to the next round of the competition. No? Congrats to all of them. Oh, baby, Aduana namna. On between enya be a minim Brekum Chelsea game. I'm still here to get the confirmed results from Brekum. So Brekum Chelsea winia. And yeah, unse Premier League for no. Yeah, side and say nations the last 4 ne free no Aduana nations, then there is Techima Liberty, so I'm shall you Techima Liberty shall you and yebenya Brekum Chelsea abeka ho timinim de oba it be 4 Premier League teams if Chelsea win 4 Premier League teams versus 1 Division 1 normal abo na fei oko check the other side na eno ye the southern sector eno so okwakunya eho no Mediema qualify dada Atram the visa I qualify dada Pando out of Lions I qualify na Dreams and so I qualify ti honso no ye benya 4 Premier League team 3 Premier League teams and 1 Division 2 sides apepe ena ehon sem etie ho a ye de mamonti ye ba na fe ye daka discussion nyina no e de April ewo kasafidie no so sabre de baba sponsor e kire ho no ehuru papa VIP na anim ho no oh jai sabre zito meka tell the coach back we lusu na djuma ai ti sabre de zito nko na me sure say edi ehim me be friend letter ni ahwesi e benya na okay o be ba post match okay